Good morning. Happy Friday. Oh my God, it's finally Friday. That makes me incredibly happy. My name's Tracy Weinzaffel. Welcome to my studio. I am live I'm live every week. I like to be alive every week. But I am live Wednesday nights for free in my studio doing free demos. And every other Friday, I do something. What I like to do is called Tea with Tracy. Here's my tea. And I talk about the week, what we've done creatively, what's going on in my studio. It's been a really busy week. So let me know if you're logging in, where you're logging in from, and what you got cooking this weekend. I would love to know. Hello, Maria in Florida. How are you doing? Let's see. Okay, good. There we go. A big old jump. Good morning, Kelly. Kelly, your orders should be going out tomorrow, by the way. I had to cut a couple of things, so yours had a day or two. Cheryl, I just recognize so many of these names because it has been just a crazy week of ordering. And just getting orders out and shipping. Good morning, Anne. How are you? Hello in Texas. Yeehaw. I was just watching America's Sweetheart. I get addicted to these documentary type series, and I'm just watching about the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. I loved season 1. I'm enjoying season 2. And good morning. Yep, this morning I've been doing Tea with Tracy every other Friday. I'm doing it at 10:30 Eastern time. This is like my last cup of tea for the day because I've already had one. I had to wake up super early because somebody had an accident in my bed. It wasn't me. She's sleeping at the moment. Love my sign, original artwork. Thank you. You got it. Yay. I love to hear that. Yeah, my dog is getting up there in age, and she follows religiously. So when you guys come here some of you are coming here for my in-person retreat. So yeah, I had to take my whole bed apart because she has a waterproof blanket, but in the middle of the night, she decided to shove the waterproof blanket and she digs a little nest. And so I feel like now I am back to sleeping with my small children, and she's kind of doesn't normally sleep in the bed, but last night I made a little exception. So she's been following me around all day because she knows how upset I am when I had to tear apart the entire bed that I just washed this week on Tuesday. So everything is being washed. Yeah. Oh my God, received my brushes. Super fast shipping. Oh my goodness. So I've been really trying to get your orders out. I am going to start recruiting some help within my family, because I've noticed that psychologically for me, if something isn't done or I can see it, it's hard for me to move on creatively and do other things. So I am going to recruit some help in my family with filling orders because it's become quite a little bit of a big job for me. Plus coming up with kits, and I'm working on the content for those who are attending my mini retreat. I'm calling it a mini retreat, but it is available to you guys online as well. And I have been asked, I'm looking for the link right now. We did sell out all seats. I do have 2 people who are local who are begging, borrowing, pleading, and stealing, and asking if there's any way they can get a seat because they don't need a hotel and they can get here. But I did sell out all of the seats within a couple of hours. Let me show you. I've already started setting up, which is so dang cool. Let's see which camera that is. Okay, so the tables came in. I'm actually waiting. I've got another table to put together, and I got more chairs coming, but there'll be another table in the very back. So exciting because I am biting off a lot. I love to do that. It's all looking so pretty. That's my electronic stuff in the corner because I did get a projector as well so that you guys can really see, like, you know, you're going to be able to see me, but I'm up a little bit elevated because my work surface is elevated and because I'm going to be airing the lessons online. I just wanted to make sure I can show you over here. Let me show you. Is there anything? Oh, my slippers. My old lady slippers are right there. So that folds out into a very large projector or a screen. And that way you all can see and there won't be like, you know, oh, I can't see or you're, you know, up too high. And I just like devil is in the details. I haven't tackled food. You guys should all have been welcomed into the Facebook group. I will have more information. I will have a supply list. For those of you who are coming, really your supply list is going to be your 5 basic supplies. If you have favorite watercolors, an art journal, some painter's tape, all of which you can buy, black permanent marker, and a paintbrush, all of which you can purchase here. You can borrow mine. There is no obligation. So if you're joining us remote, I was going to leave these as surprises, but I am in the process of designing like a custom art journal for the event itself. And I have a feeling people who are doing this remote might want that as well. So my goal this weekend is to do something that's customized for the event in the art journal arena. And then I am working on an art surface, and I thought long and hard about this, but I'm still in the process of thinking about it. So if you're joining remote as well, if you want to purchase the surface, now I'll probably say to you, hey, you can go out to any of your big box stores or your art supply stores, or you can use what you have. But anything that I do, here, if you're here and experiencing it, it is going to be amazing. So it is not too late if you want to join on the virtual experience. They'll all be recorded, but my table sits up higher than the desks. So I just want to make sure everybody can see it. And I went yesterday, or I have a projector that I bought, and I got it working. Electronics, and then I am now working on getting, I want to get one of those, like, I gotta find, because I have a lot of electronic stuff in here between the lighting and the this, there's a lot of interference. I am working on ordering like a headset so that you'll be able to hear me online and walk around and noise canceling and all of that, just to up the quality of what I'm doing. Okay. The other thing that happened this week was Jelly Arts released their new kits. I got shipment of those. And now I'm getting the second shipment today. They were like, what? So these are shipping. I have 10 orders sitting here because I have 3 more dozen of kits coming in. I am going to share, I would love to get a special Tracy surface with for my remote experience. Okay, good. And the other thing I am thinking about, everybody, is when you're traveling, I am definitely not going to make the surface 16 by 20 because somebody said I'm traveling. Will I be able to fit it in my suitcase? The answer is yes. You actually don't need to pack any clothing. You can wear the same thing every day. So you can just get off the plane. I'm kidding. We're gonna notice if you do that. Oh my God, 35 more days. Okay, don't make me nervous. So, plus I'm going away the weekend before, like a Nimrod. I'm going on a road trip with my brother. Yeah, but you really don't need to bring clothing. Wait a minute. It's not that kind of retreat. Okay, it's definitely not that type of retreat. If you're a member of your Artful Journey, probably this weekend I am going to release the monthly lesson. I'm releasing it early, which I never do. Normally I release the content the first week of the month. I am releasing it before, and, oh, where do you find the information about the virtual option? I'm posting that link again. Just click on the link that I gave. I gave a link. Here it is. And it's going to say, hey, it's sold out. The seating is sold out. But then it takes you to the virtual option. So just click on that link and you're over on YouTube. So if you are a member of Your Artful Journey or you just want to get this surface, I made kits of what I did, but there is a technique in this, and we talked about it. Please don't scream it out. It's a resist. And this is all cut out, ready for you to go, and the colors I used and everything. I just cut out a dozen more. Those are available for you to order. You don't have to be a member of Your Artful Journey, but it is going to be a lesson. You can do this on anything. You don't have to do it on this. I just created the kit because I had so much dang fun doing it, and it just came together so organically. Sometimes I got to force things. Sometimes they just come right out. So that is shipping as well, and I cut out a dozen more. I did say limited, the limited amount of sets. Then I think I've cut out quite a few. And last night, I think I cut out 18 more, 12 to 18 more of them. So all of these tables I'm ordering as well are so great for when I'm packing kits because I'm able to spread out. And don't worry, if you cannot join us for the retreat, please join us virtually. You're going to have all the lessons. You just can't go out to lunch with us. And if you're in the group, it'll be aired in the Facebook group, and then we will record it, and it will go into a workshop so that you can view it over and over. You don't have to be there live. I need to reiterate that. Even if you're attending and you want to sit and talk to your neighbor the whole time, I'm kidding. That's not happening. You're going to be painting. I have a big thing about finishing the projects. So just know that I am working. You got me working day and night. But my goal is to sit down this weekend and design the journal and the project. And I'm leaning toward 9 by 12 because if you get too big, people are carrying carry-ons. I don't want to have you carry stuff. But you'll be able to shop. Annette said I'll be there virtually. Annette, speaking of, I sent you an email. You placed 2 orders, kind of like I had to hold one due to no shipping yesterday. So I reopened the package and I now don't go doing this to me. Sometimes you guys place multiple orders and then I don't refund shipping because there's a cost associated with doing that. But if by chance I notice you did it, I just go ahead and do it. But please, please, please. Hi, Yvonne. I miss you guys. So, okay. Thanks for ordering. I will just stay up late tonight. Actually, tonight I'm getting involved in, no, don't be sorry, Annette. You're very sweet. You didn't even ask me for the refund. I just like to do it if I can do it. I'm gonna save you guys the shipping if I can do it. If I can reopen your package, you didn't ask me to do that. I just do it because I think it's the kind thing to do. But I do get people who are like, hey, I placed 8 orders. No, I can't do that. Like every time I refund. And it does say in there. All right. But I just want to thank you guys for supporting my shop. I really have been ordering tons of, she said you could have shipped them separately. She knows. I could have, but why do that? Next time you'll think of me and say, hey, I have $10.95. Get yourself a nice coffee. I want to thank you guys. I have been ordering and ordering a lot of stuff. Like every single day feels like Christmas. And like tables are coming, and today the cabinet for my bathroom comes. I put the mirror up. But it does feel like I'm spending an awful lot of money because I'm spending an awful lot of money And I want to thank you for supporting my business and shopping and being a member of your artful journey. This is definitely a big part of my artful journey. Somebody asked me the other day, how do you do it all? I absolutely love my job. And you don't have to be a member. You can do stuff free with me, but you know, your artful journey, they get everything. You ask me a question, they get it answered. And I do that through our Creative Time Lives, our morning meditation. We've already done our lives for June, and now I'm steering toward July. We're doing a fun resist technique. Sometimes it's technique-based, sometimes it's themed, but you can get a free monthly lesson. If you have any questions, email help@yourartfuljourney.com. And then I will sleep in December. I'm officially going to sleep in December because I'm booking nothing in December. So please do not ask me to teach, to travel, to get on an airplane. I'm taking the whole month to regroup and plan. I am planning a challenge for September. Y'all know my challenges. They're the most popular thing I do, very low cost. Usually they're $10 or $15 depending on the project. And it's like go, 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 gadget, go. I've already got that half planned. Everything that has a bin back here is a project. That means I put the paints aside. I know what I'm doing. So I couldn't be more thrilled be doing what I love so much. So, okay. Namaste. Anybody want, okay, I always do a little free demo. Can I do a free demo? Do I have any postcards? I gotta think. Do I have any postcards? Yes, I do. I'm trying to think where they're located. I have postcards, but I don't know where I put them. I can do cards. I got cards. I know where those are located. Oh boy. Well, I got these cards. We can pretend these are postcards. I just don't have any postcards handy. But they're 4x6. Right, just give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'll find some. I can find some. I found some. I'm kind of sweating, but I was freezing when I walked in here, so now I don't know what's going on. But I just thought I'd show. Where will there be a morning meditation? Yes, we are actually doing 2 art journaling sessions and then a finished project. So the answer is it's actually going to be an extended. I also have planned that if you want, I might have a separate table. Should I say this or no? I might have a separate table in some downtime where if you do want to do some like jelly arts printing, I can have that off to the side. I got to remember I just said that. You know what? You guys just remind me when you get here. I'll figure it out. I always do. All right. And I'll sleep. I'm just really excited, to be honest with you. All right, and a little jacked up on too much awake coffee or tea right now. All right. Oh, I took my camera down because I was going to use it for something else, and I need it. I'm going to have to move this, is what I'm going to have to do. All right, here we go. So on Fridays, I like to, on Tea with Tracy, I like to kind of do like just a little mini demo, just something. By the way, I do sell 4x6 postcards on my website. You can use cardstock. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. This is fun for you. I did think about doing an art journal demo, so let me get warmed up and see how this goes, and then maybe we'll do something. I'm just going to show you what's in this kit, because I do have more coming in, so you can order them. They're coming in today. Okay, and I gotta hide something. Okay, So what comes in here? Paints, but I'll tell you, I use my own, but this is the image transfer kit. I will work with the journal kit soon. I'm gonna make my own little journal, hopefully this weekend. Multi-surface, if you guys don't know it, I'm the artist coordinator for Jelly Arts. So, in fact, I got a big meeting today. So this is the multi-surface paint that comes. This really works great for image transfers. It comes with a 4-inch roller. It comes with some extra thingy-dingies to make some more prints. And punchinella, that's what you make, the sequins. It does come with 5 image transfers. I've already used a couple. And the most exciting thing, okay, hold on, it does come with cardstock. I literally am burping up my breakfast, sorry. Comes with the popsicle sticks to scoop out that, and I'm looking for one other thing, but I just don't want. Okay, I want to make sure. It does come with a QR code with lessons. Video, you scan it, all of the things. It also comes with FAQs. That makes super simple. If you've never scanned a QR code, it even has instructions on how to scan the QR code to access the video. So it comes with the 3x5 plate, which I don't even know where my plate is. Here it is. It comes with a 3x5 plate. So everything is sized. This is a great plate to start with. Perfect for artist trading cards. Comes with a 4-inch roller, 5 laser printed images, 2 ounce, not 20 ounce, black acrylic paint. 20 ounces would be way too big. 6 colors of the acrylic paint. And then the QR code that includes your step-by-step instructions for magazine image transfers and also transferring your own laser printed images, okay? And it talks about the do's, the don'ts, the paints, the whatever, all of the things to give you set up for success. The artists at Jelly Arts have worked tremendously hard to refine and make it so easy. There are a list of found objects. You could be looking around. You can grab the, oh my God, empty pill containers, like the little Dentine chewing gum foil packs. That makes texture. The netting from your avocado bag, your egg cartons, anything that will make any type of texture you can use. Okay. And then there's 3 other kits. So I'm going to go ahead and play with this kit, but I don't need to mess up another roller because, well, I have one. And I'm just gonna, I'm gonna use my pack. I love to do this. So when I set up to print, I'm gonna leave this stuff out. I'll just leave this fun out. And by the way, go to Jelly Arts website. You really want some fun training information. They got a YouTube channel that will make your life so easy and so fun. All right, I pulled out these cardstock cards. They're just folded in half. They've scored so you can fold them in half. Little bone folder. I pulled out these 4x6 postcards because I'm going to use my 5x7 plate. It'll make life super. I love 5x7 because the printables come in 5x7 and you can either use, there are extra printables. One of them, yours truly, that would be me. Look at that. What is that on there? Okay, there we go. Yours truly, Drew. That would be me. All right. So here's what the printables look like. There's 2 packages. This one's 20. They come 5x7. So if you're using the 3x5 plate, you can cut these in half. Makes it super simple. This is the Lisbon package. Oh, that's not the Lisbon package. That's from my package. And there are, again, I think there's 5. Would that be right? 20 printable images. There's 4 of each, 5 designs, 4 times. Yeah, got it. Math is not my strong suit. All right. So I'm going to make just a couple of cards, and then I might throw something in my art journal because I'm here and I can do it. And I always like to do a demo. Maybe I'll make that journal available. Where did my paints? So I'm just going to use, I keep some of the paints aside. You can use regular acrylic paint. Works really good. But for the image transfers, that black or dark blue, really dark. What is this? Lamp black? What is it? I got to find the color. Oh, this is not even the right. Okay. Anyway, you can do it with dark blue too. Like this one, Prussian blue. You can do image transfers with that as well. Okay. And I just like, now if you really want to be really neat, I don't really get overly concerned. You can really protect your work surface. Can you guys see my whole screen? Yeah, you can. All right. Oh, I need something to print. I got a postcard here. I got some postcards and I got a couple of cards. Did I fold one in half? That would make life easy. I thought I did. Yeah, here it is. Perfect. Now, and if you have any questions, we can make this easy. Oh, I realized I don't have one of the, and by the way, you don't have to use any brayer will work. My brayers are, I clean them off when I'm done using them. That one's got some stuff to it, but you can use one of these brayers. I got lots of brayers. And when you go to clean your brayer up, just take some Old English and let that soak in some warm water. And I'm telling you, that stuff, the paint just comes right off. I don't clean in between. Let me get rid of this. Oh, I wanted to mention too, there are 3 other kits of which I do stock the journaling kit. I've got more of those coming, the handmade card kit and the DIY stamping kit. All have fun videos. Now, I'm not going to copy and use the content from the videos because that wouldn't be a good idea. All right, here we go. Where did those printables go that I just had in my hand? Now, I showed this briefly the other day because somebody asked how did I get the thank you written on the cards. And I thought that was kind of, I like to do things that are really easy. I'm looking for my stamp set that I used. Don't see it. Did I put it away? I hope not. Here it is. Okay, so in order to make life super simple and not create any extra work for yourself, number 1, decide if you want the card to go this way or this way. Is it going to matter? No. I take a piece of tape. I'm going to put that down on my work surface. Now, this is how easy I like to make stuff. I put that there. Well, I could actually do 3 of these, but live, laugh, smile, love, whatever. And then I will stamp this right on the tape. That way I know what size it's going to be. Basically, this is going to act as a mask, okay? And then I know where that's going to be. Cut that tape to size. You can make and blow through and make, I don't know, a set 20 cards in a very small amount of time. Then I'm going to lay that down right on there, okay? That's where it's going to be. That's where it's going to be stamped and makes my life so much easier. All right, let's do our first image transfer. We're going to use a small amount of paint. Now remember, the instructions come with the kit, so if you forget though, you can always go and check out Jelly Arts. You don't want a lot of paint. I use the brayer in one direction. I don't do this because all it's going to do is spray, put the paint in one location. I want to get it covering. Now the printables I'm using here are 5x7, so my plate is 5x7, but I'm getting a nice satin covering, okay, very nice. Lay this over the top. I usually start at the top, just kind of minimizing any air bubbles that collect. You don't want the air pockets in there because that means the paper is not making contact. It's gonna be like, oh, oh, it's magic. I'm lightly going over the top, okay? And I'm just gonna pull this up. Look at that. There's my image. Isn't that nifty? Now, if you have a Q-tip, which I don't, but I do have 2 perfectly good fingers, okay, I am just gonna, there we go. I just fix that a little bit. Now, any extra paint that's on the roller, you don't have to wash that off. I don't wash until like my session, probably 2 or 3 sessions are up. But see how I'm just rolling this off? You'll roll off the paint. Ooh, okay. Yeah, it's not gonna matter which direction. And you want this layer to dry. Then in essence, okay, something fun to do, because see this card right here? Created this card. You can actually paint. You can paint this. Just paint each individual flower and let that dry. Okay, and then you can pull it all up. Now, I'm not gonna do that. I'm making my life super simple because I'd have to have more air time for it to dry. But see how this is, we use such little paint. It doesn't take long to dry. It doesn't take long to dry. Now I'm gonna pull it up with a contrasting color. Let's do this really bright, what is it? Bright pink and lemon custard, how about that? Oh, oh, it's magic. I could pull it up with white, by the way, just so you know. Now I'm just putting a little bit of paint down. Don't need a ton. I need some though, come on. All right, and I'm gonna start at the bottom. And I'm gonna work my way up. Whoop, good. Okay, that is all. In essence, I am reactivating that paint. Okay, I'm gonna take my piece of paper because I wanna protect my fingers from getting all wet. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I'll show you that, Kathy. Okay, I'm gonna lay this over the top just so I don't get my hands all dirty. But when you do the print, you'll get 1 per. But remember, the kit is gonna come in with instructions, and it is gonna let you know how to do laser printed images and also images from magazines and what magazines work the best. So this one, I wanna kind of go make sure that I get all of the edges and all of the stuff. Oh, that is so dang fun. I just love that. Okay, now I'm gonna gently, oh, I panicked. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't get an image up right here. I didn't get an image, but it was, that was just that. Okay, got a little bit of extra paint. There we go. Okay, so you know why that didn't pull up? Because hello, that's where I'm resisting. Okay, I'm gonna pull that off. All right, and then I'm gonna take my stamp that I just did and I'm gonna stamp thanks in there. So this could say just about anything. I'm not a great stamper, but see, that makes it so easy. And then I take my pen, my little Sharpie, and I go, and you know, let's do a love card. Let's do a postcard. What do you think? Okay. So now I've just created a fast little card. Oh, and I like to stamp the backs of mine. A lot of people have these, like, handmade by me. That's who it is. Okay. Done. All right, now, how do you clean your plate? Well, that's really kind of simple. A baby wipe. And normally I pull it all up, but I didn't press that hard on the outer edge. So that's why that didn't pull up, but it pulled up enough. I actually leave most of the stuff on my plate. And a baby wipe will work, also warm soapy, like Dawn dish soap, warm soapy water. And hand sanitizer. It dries so fast because I'm using such a thin layer of paint. It's like instant, okay? All right, should I do it again? Should I do a postcard? Okay, that's the postcard. I have to remember which way. Do we have another? I'm smile, love, live. Yeah, thanks. You know it. It's just easy peasy, and I don't know, it's like fun to experiment and play. I've loved by the way, you know, made in the USA, vegan free, silicone, latex free. It's a woman-owned company, and they really, the lady who invented it is the lady that I work with. She's the co-founders. So I'll do this again. Okay. Do I have a link to the kit with the flower stencils? You mean the printables? I do. In fact, I'll just give you this link. Oh, gal, if I sell it anymore, we'll be just shipping kits all day long. I'm going to just give you a link to all the new stuff, but all the Jelly Art stuff is there, and the printables are there as well. Okay, which way does this card go? It goes this way. Okay. I want to, believe it or not, I want to pull something up with white. I wonder which one. Well, I really want to pull something up. Let's see how this would look. Okay. Like, I love this, but I want to show you when you pull something up with white. It is so cool. You can even do, like, in a magazine, the high fashion magazines, you can take book text. Now, I don't have any magazines here with me, but you can take book text, and it goes in the right direction. So it's not like the text is backwards, okay? So I'm going to just pull this up with white. I'm going to transfer this onto there. Just give it, okay. I'm gonna put this on here like so. What did I say? Just go all the way down. It's just so fun. You could do this with kids. They teach this in schools now. In fact, I will be going to a school and getting rid of whatever's on the brayer, just making sure that the paper has made contact. This just makes it, I mean, dang. So that's what's left. That's why you can't reuse that. But by the way, if you're using the 3x5 plate, you'll get 2 of them out of this. All right. Now, it's kind of fun to pull stuff up with white or like a natural, like a buff color. But I'm going to go ahead. Uh-oh. Well, did I do this wrong? Oh, I guess the sunflower is going to go like this. I got to envision how this is going to be because I can't fit it all the way across. So I'm just going to go like this and not worry about it. Okay? Look at that. But let's pull it up with white. You want to talk about making things easy to trace? Make sure that's dry. Oh, don't do too much paint. You don't need a ton, but you're reactivating that dried up paint on there, okay? Now remember what I said about a nice thin layer covering the plate evenly, okay? And then I'm gonna take my card and I'm gonna place that right down there. And by the way, you can let stuff like dry on the plate. Like you can paint that whole thing and then put some book, like reactivate it, put something heavy on top of this and pull this a week later if you want. I don't know why it amazes me when I see stuff pulled with white because it's like, wait, how did that happen? And I'm gonna flip this over. I wanna make this kind of fun because it's fun to paint something. Okay. And what you got to realize is that, like, if you painted this, this is what you'll be able to see through. Okay. Look at that. The sun will come out. Okay. Do I have any red? Look at how cool that looks. Do I have any red? Oh, why am I asking you guys? I was just wondering because I always use like the same, but the same colors. Like, what color is this? This is, I really wish I had red. I have orange, I have all of the things, but like, I want to stamp in red. Can I do that? Sure. I don't know if there's any ink in this, but it should. Yeah, that works. Okay. I really hope I put this postcard down. Oh, she looks so dang cool. Where's my little pen? Now you could paint this if you wanted. Okay. Thank you. Look how cool that looks. Is that just me, or am I just like, wow, I can't believe that just happened. Okay, so believe it or not, pulling things with white is fun. Now I got a postcard to throw in an order, all right? And that's dry. All right. You ever curious about this stuff? Hold on. Well, I'm just gonna flip this over because I need to wipe it off, but really quick. So I'm gonna lay some, I always love to kind of, like I'm gonna just do a quick transfer. Okay, do I have a postcard? What did I do with those postcards that I had left over? Well, we have a card. Okay, here they are. I'm just gonna lay this down. You could use stencils. I do have stencils. Okay, I'm gonna just pull this print. Just yellow, nothing, there was nothing. I could do ombre. Oh, my daughter is calling. I'm gonna hang up on her. I hope she's okay. I'll call her back. By the way, you could use multiple colors. There we go. Okay, now I could either show you a stencil, but I'm gonna show you this, okay? Do I have any teal paint? Feathers work really cool to show you guys this. Now, I have just a little bit of that yellow border there. I'm going to take that off real quick. You should see me demo and have like a really good time with this because it's kind of like, wow, how did you do that? And I'll probably pull 2 prints from this. Okay. Come on, come out. Come out. I probably left no time to do anything else, but you know what? This is just part of what's fun of sitting in the studio and playing. Okay, where did that go? I'm gonna just lay this. All right, and I'm gonna lay this on top. I want to show you this print, and I want to show you the ghost print. Wait a minute. If you're pulling with white, could you use colors for your base since it contrasts? You just want it to be dark. Yes. And you can also go white and pull with black. Okay. Look at that. Okay. Look at how detailed that is. I'm just going to pull this real quick. You can let this dry too, but I'm going to see if I can just pull this up real quick. I just want to pull so you can see what the fibers look like as well, because you can use your ghost prints. Like a really cool feather right there. Look at how detailed that is. Like you can see actually could have, they make a mini placement tool, like a placement tool that'll allow you to place things down in the same location. I could have put those fibers right back down into there. That looks cool as a card. Another thing I like to do, which I will just tell you, is any of the cards that you see me make too. What did I do with that first one? I do like to kind of take, whoa. Whoa. I just like to darken up the edge a little bit. That's a postcard. Ooh, I'm going to put thanks on this. Or I'm going to put, oh, I'll stamp a word on here. I don't know. It just to me is like, wow, that just happened. How could you do that? How did you do that? I would not send a postcard that says thanks. That would be kind of weird, I think. Maybe not. A thank you postcard. How about smile? Hopefully this makes you smile. There we go. Okay. Which way does the postcard go? Right down here. Smile. I just sent you a bunch of eyelash yarn. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to draw a little line and just say smile. Okay. And it's already dry. Okay. Isn't that nifty? Stencils, you can use, like I said, anything that gives you any type of texture. I have tons of stencils. I think a lot of us have stencils. They make stencils. They make their own stencils. So really cool. Fit right on top. And I think I did, by the way, this too makes great collage paper. So if you're wondering, I usually do save. I'm just digging on this thing. I don't know why. All right, I just throw this in a warm soapy water, or you can also put in some, what is that? Old English. And this paint will come off of here. I don't usually do the, oh, I guess it's pretty fresh, pretty wet still. I usually don't wash my prayers until I just get tons of paint, but it'll come off that way. Just, that's a little labor intensive for me. I like to make it easy. And especially if I'm teaching at night, I just throw all the brayers in some warm soapy water and instantly clean it up. That's how easy. I am going to be using the journaling kit, and by the way, they talk about in the frequently asked questions how to store. You just throw the acetate away that the plates come in. You don't reuse that. Don't reuse that. And you just store this between two pieces of copy paper. That way you don't get any air pockets or air, but I will tell you this much. This is my original 5x7 plate. I have my original 8x10 plate. And as long as you take care of it, it will last years and years and years. I mean, I've been working for the company, I want to say close to eight or so years. I don't feel like it's been a long time. And then if it gets super dirty, because like if it gets really dirty, baby oil. I have baby oil. So if I'm demonstrating and I'm doing a ton of image transfers, what happens is over time, this will get kind of dirty, so I use the baby oil. The other thing is you can use pan pastels. You can use pastels on this. You can use charcoal. You can also use alcohol inks. Just Murphy's oil soap. Murphy's oil soap. There you go. Not old. Murphy's oil soap. Thank you. I never can remember the name of it. Murphy's oil soap. Thank you, Leah. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, you can also use alcohol inks. The alcohol inks will or may discolor this. Doesn't change the integrity of the plate, But just know sometimes people are very clean people and they don't like that. So I do have a separate plate that I use my alcohol inks on. So that way it doesn't bother me and it's discolored, but it doesn't change the integrity of using the plate. Okay, you can store this in the original clamshell. You do not store it in the acetate it comes on. So the larger plates come in a clamshell, so you open it. But really, all you want to do, and this is what I do, and I tell everybody this is on, because what happens is that those air pockets, now there's ways to like get them out, but, whoops. So I just take copy paper like so. Yeah, okay. And, oops, you can't see me. And I just store it between two pieces of copy paper. Okay, that's all I do. Now I usually cut them down to like match the size of the plate, but that's how I store all of my plates. There's nothing, you can pile them on top of one another then. Yeah, Murphy's oil soap is excellent for cleaning up the brayers and stuff. There you go. Okay, wow. I was using, yep, you don't want to put it back into the acrylic because you can never, it comes out of the manufacturers, like they've put that on, but you can never get it back on the same way. You can use any acrylic paints, by the way. So I just was using Plaid's multi-surface. Here's some more that I made very quickly. By the way, you could paint an entire painting, let it dry, and then pull it up. I do have to buy some Murphy's oil soap. I feel like mine is gone, or I can't. It didn't. This is one of the Lisbon tiles, and you can use multiple colors. So this is just sitting here having fun. Golly, I just think it's so feathers. It will work on watercolor paper. Here's what you don't want to have around your plates: sharp objects. You do not want to use photo paper. You know the photo paper with the high gloss, because that will really adhere. People are like, wow, that really stuck. No newsprint. Newsprint as well, like newspaper, don't use that as well. But really sharp objects. The other thing is, don't use a heat tool. You don't want to use a heat tool because you don't want to have soup. So there you go. It does work with watercolor. It works with Bristol, works with copy paper, I always say, and cardstock. Like if you, these are my notes. Just regular cardstock or copy paper. So you don't even need expensive paper. I make my own watercolor cards. Yeah. And that goes for any of the plates, just so you said. Yeah. Yeah, don't use the plastic sheets back in the clamshell. Not recommended. All right, there's another one. I just got them coming out, man. And laser printed images, and also the instructions that come with the kit talk to you about how you can make your own. How you make your own image transfers. A lot of teachers do that for schools. This is reusable, reusable, reusable. Reusable, all the little things. Okay, thank you. Murphy's oil soap, which by the way, I'll grab some so it's sitting in front of me. I can never remember the name of that. I don't know what it is. Don't use the other, yeah. Wood postcards, I don't see why not. You would want to paint that first, paint the first layer. I don't see why not, yeah. I just haven't done it. I don't have a wood post, I don't have any here, believe it or not. Absolutely. Yeah, I would just prep it with some, and you can use what, I mean, the list is endless. Yeah. Okay. That was my morning meditation. Namaste. But I just like to have a fun session of pulling this out. You can use them in your art journal. Now, I haven't opened this kit yet. I haven't used this kit. What comes in it, you ask? A 4-inch roller, a 3x5 plate, punch and yarn, detailed instructions, a stencil, tissue paper, a journal, cardboard texture, and step-by-step video. I want to see the journal. look at how fun this is. Okay, I have these as well, but I need to reorder them. Oh, okay. Can't show you that. I want to see the journal. By the way, you can combine kits and use the image transfer kit with the journal kit. How fun is this? Look at how cute this journal is. Okay. See, I was talking about anything that has texture. By the way, if I don't have them in stock, it just takes me a couple of days to get. So I'm going to reorder. Look at the mini flower stencil. Okay, I'm sorry. You can use this over and over. Okay, I cannot wait to use this kit. I'll put it back so that I pretend like I unbox it later. I did say to them I would go online. I just sometimes, you know what? I am not the person, I'm not the kind of person who you want, there's more stuff in here. I'm not the kind of person who you want to hide a present from, because I'm going to find that present. My mother used to hide stuff in the most ridiculous places, and I'd climb up and open them and repackage them back up. Yep. Yes, I did that. I just don't dig on surprises. I want to know what's happening. All right. That was fun. Oh, I really enjoyed that. Did you have fun, by the way? And I'm using, somebody asked what ink I was using for the stamping. Archival. By the way, I added that to the website, and I added the cleaner, because you want to use the cleaner. And I use Archival. I like Archival Black Ranger Permanent. I also like this one, Dare to Be Artsy. I like theirs because it's permanent, doesn't come off or smear. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but if somebody is planning a surprise party for me, that's the bane of my existence. Because then it's going to cause me a bunch of extra detective work. I don't have time for it. Just let's agree to not do that. Okay. Came late. We'll watch replay. Oh, Pam, we're going to have to start all over again. Yes, I do sell the stamp set. It's number, hold on. I just had it. Yeah, that's my stamp. Total, thanks, 15006. It's called Thanks. Okay. Well, that was handy. No, Leah, thank you for not letting me pass on information. Yeah, by the way, any inspiration or things that you need, please go visit Jelly Arts too on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. I mean, the artists there are just tremendous. I mean, I'm just scratching the surface to say go have fun. It's fun to do it with kids, great in a teaching environment. I just love to play and do some creative things. By the way, the image transfers, you can transfer into your journals. Okay, you can transfer into your journals. Like play, have fun, show me what you did. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll try to check in over the weekend. I want to actually start that journal kit. I just wanted to see the size of it and see what, I want to come up with a sample of it. And I always like to show samples before. And I like to do quick and easy fun projects. And also, a lot of times I take my image, I do my backgrounds, and then I draw over the top of it because it's acrylic paint that I'm using. So you can draw right over the top of it. All right? That was fun. All right, I'm going to clean up. I hope you guys have a really wonderful weekend. I'll be tucked in here in the air conditioning because I think it's first day of summer. Today's the first day of summer. Yes, summer solstice, right? And it's supposed to be a blistering 1,000 degrees with 1,000% humidity. And I'm going through my first summer in North Carolina. So pretty much probably can't go outside or I'll melt like the Wicked Witch. I'm melting. And if you did place an order, kit, I will probably be shipping the remainder of the orders after this afternoon. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. You can always email help@yourartfuljourney.com. Ask your question and we'll help you. Okay, I'll talk to y'all soon. Don't forget to do something creative every day. It's good for the mind, body, spirit. Talk to you later.